Hi everyone, so this is my video response for unit number 9 on burnout, assessment and strategies for burnout. So the first question asks, when did you burn out? Well, when I was undergrad, when I was at community college, I used to be on the swim team, and I would swim for hours and hours and hours, and I just felt myself physically exhausted at one point, to the extent where I actually did burn out, and I felt like I just couldn't do anymore, and kind of just left everything that I had in me in the water, and was just, kind of just staying at the near the deck of the pool because I knew that if I would be swimming anymore, that I'd be jeopardizing my health and my psychologically and physically. So, in what sport? Okay, so I answered that. How intensely were you training when you burned out? I was really intense because I used to swim for hours and hours, and I just get in the water and there's no like I wouldn't get out. Like I would swim for 4 hours, for 3 hours at a given time, sometimes even more. I mean, I would just go all out of it. So, how did you feel physically at this time? Well, I kind of talked about that. Exhausted, burned out. I also just felt like I couldn't do anymore. I just couldn't even move my arms, my legs. I just needed to rest. So I went near the deck of the pool to do that. Um, so how did you feel psychologically at this time? Psychologically, I just felt really distressed. I felt like I just never felt like that before. So I never really trained that hard. But I mean, as an athlete, I gave it my all. Kind of like as a student, I try to do my best. So everything I participate in, I try to do the best. So yeah. So relative to question 4 and 5, how long did you feel this way? Actually, not very long. Gave me like a few minutes. I just needed to rest. I got out of the water, went to the locker rooms. I took a shower. Um, but it was physically exhausting, and I was kind of once again distressed. I mean, I felt like I couldn't. Kind of felt bad that I just felt that way. I mean, I knew I was training hard, but I didn't expect my body to give out on me like that. And it didn't necessarily get out on me. I just felt like I was just physically exhausted. There was just no more. I didn't feel like I wanted to do any more at that point. I felt like my body was telling me, hey, you need to take it slower, calm down, because you're just taking it too hard and overtraining. So, yeah. Did your symptoms occur suddenly or build over time? Actually, I think it actually occurred rather suddenly. I mean, it didn't build over time in the sense that when I got in the water, I was fine. I mean, after a few hours, I mean, then I started feeling exhausted. But that's normal. I mean, I felt really normal about that. But the point is, like, but I'd still be able to do like cool downs before I get out of the water. I always just swim a few laps, just slowly, just to reflect on the whole the swimming. So, but this time I couldn't do that. I just felt like I was just physically exhausted and I was just burnt out. So yeah. And that's it. Thank you.